Hello everybody, welcome back to the Punk Rock Player 1 channel. Today we're looking at the B-Sides, apparently B-Sides album from The Used called MEDZ. And I'm looking at this little note right here somebody put on Genius. It's a collection of 10 tracks that were written by The Used during their Toxic Positivity writing sessions in 2022 and 2023. FU, People or Vomit, and Meds are singles that have been released periodically leading up to the album's release. So, as far as I know, that's true. And uh, FU and in particular, and I don't know why I said in particular after that. That's hilarious. And People or Vomit, I've listened to for a while. So I definitely got my opinion formulated on those and how they've held up, and I'll let you guys know. But starting off with the first track, Meds is the title track. Starts off very loud and strong, and I literally don't know how most of these songs are even B-sides. Like, wow. If this is your B-sides, like, that must have been why. I didn't get a chance to review Toxic Positivity for this channel, but if I were to give Toxic Positivity a review, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I don't believe I'd probably skip one song maybe on that, but considering that, holy crap. Meds is solid. This first song, the main riff is very solid. The bridge was a nice quick kind of punk intercession with the drums and soaring vocals. I mean, this the whole package. And this song ended up in my top 5 for this album. FU has a nice synth driven verses, and I did like the single when it came out by itself, and it still holds up for me. The chorus is catchy, has nice octaves and harmonies with Bert's vocals, and it has also a cool mini breakdown towards the end. Very decent song. And I also heard the song live, and it was amazing. So, and I also heard People Are Vomit live, I believe. I definitely heard People Are Vomit live. I'm not sure if I heard FU, but People Are Vomit is. I mean, this song's been out for a while, but it's really hard for me. It's gonna be close deciding which is my favorite song, because this easily is just like classic. They used awesome guitar, drums, and bass throughout the song, and the chorus is hype as heck. It's instant classic, and I'm glad it found a home on the B-Sides album, just as well as FU. And there's a cool breakdown at the end, and this is the fastest punk song so far. And yeah, easily ends up in my top 5 and contending for favorite song of the album. Sisyphus has a very fast intro with those classic, the used staccato guitar riffs and a cool guitar tone in the effect in the verses as well. And yeah, very much classic, the used. I cannot believe this is a B-side once again. And there's a little what-oh section that doesn't take over the song, so I appreciate that the what-ohs don't get too out of control, because you have to worry about that sometimes. What-ohs can be contagious, but it did not take over the song, so the song also ends up in my top 5. Depression Personified has a very chill quotation marks beginning, and the song is a very alt-rock, kind of grunge flavored song. It has a cool chorus with definitely high notes for the vocals, and a hardcore bridge with the chugs and bongo drums. And there's an actual breakdown in the song, not many, and not a mini breakdown, because I've been saying that a lot. A ton of bands have just been doing these kind of mini breakdowns, but this song has a full-on breakdown. which I appreciate, and a nice, fast, and shreddy ending. So this song also ends up in my top 5. Terrified has this thunder effect that happens at the beginning, and this is has a very good sick lead riff throughout the song, but it goes into interesting bridges throughout that slow it down a little bit, and but it picks up each time after that, and it has basically like a Queen section, um, like a Night at the Opera kind of vocals. Um, Very interesting song. Take a listen to it. Before I leave, guitars have basically been on point for the whole album. The bass guitar, in particular, for this song sounds very good. This song very much reminds me of the old Used, and it's yeah. I put when I was listening to it, this is my favorite album, a song of the album so far. The post-chorus drum roll and the guitars during the build-up is just chef's kiss. So before I leave, ends up in my top 5, and I'll go ahead and say, knowing the songs on the album, I think it's number 2. I think it's the second favorite of the album, because I have one towards the end that actually defeats People Or Vomit. So Take Yourself Out has an acoustic beginning. It sounds very much like Legend of Zelda music, with the kind of good acoustic guitar playing for this song, which is cool. And it plugs in for the chorus, and it's definitely the most unique, different song of the album besides Terrified. Yeah. And the synth keyboard outro is cool with the low kind of background Bert vocals for this song. So very interesting song. Tell Me has bass guitar and very funky kind of bass guitar in the verses. This is probably the most pop punk song of the album, and best vocals of the album so far, actually. And the reason why I say that is because there's nice falsettos from Bert in this song, and just a catchy chorus with the tell me, tell me, tell me kind of chorus. This song also ends up in my top 5. So, boom. Next song, last one, Pain Is My Therapy, is just classic The Used at the start. Has hardcore infused throughout with the guitar playing. And again, I cannot believe this was a B-side. How did this end up on the chopping block? I don't know. Heaviest vocals of the album so far, and an awesome fast bridge as well. And yeah, the guitars were very heavy on this one as well. And this is also in my top 5. So Pain Is My Therapy is my favorite song of the album. Before I Leave is number 2. And I think number 3 is People Or Vomit. And MEDZ is also in the top 5 or 6. Sisyphus is also. Depression Personified is too. Yeah, those are my favorite songs of the album. I am going to give this album there's no skips, so I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. Go check this out from The Used. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And what do you think of Bert McCracken specifically? Tell me. I will see you guys later. Have a good one.